Giggins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fire in the paint. Now to the Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, everybody. Here a little bit early on yourliveevent.com. Almost did a station ID, but remembered I'm not on the radio. I'm on the internet right now, so we're in all kinds of crazy technological times. BA back with you here on yourliveevent.com as the Pine River-Backus Tigers girls basketball team plays host to the Lake of the Woods Bears basketball team here this evening. The PRB Tigers JV got a big victory. Didn't see the final score, but went by pretty quick, so that's why we're a little quick as well. The pet band here for the Tigers faithful. Last night, the PRB Tigers with their first win of the season. We'll get talking about that in just a little bit as we're here on yourliveevent.com on the Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has baits and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. We'll get more into the pregame show on yourliveevents.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Back with you here on the Station 371 pregame show on yourliveevents.com. The Pine River-Backus Tigers again with their first victory of the season last night as they played host to the Sabika Trojans. PRB now with a 1-3 mark on the season. We're down double figures at the half. Able to come back. 39 points poured in by Ramsey Tulenchek. She shot 29 free throws overall in the contest. Was able to get to the line and put 19 of those in last night. For the Lake of the Woods Bears, coming in with an 0-3 record as they're looking for their first win of the season, again on the road tonight. And in the last few matchups between these two teams, last year in a shortened season, the teams did not play each other. Years before that, well, PRB, the Tigers girls winning the previous three matchups in the 2019-20 season, 18-19 season, and 17-18 seasons as well by sizable margins, 86-48, 51-37, and 71-35. As we kind of look, not a long roster for the Pine River-Backus Tigers last night, just 8, but they've added 3 8th graders to the roster. We'll see if they shuffle in a little bit, as we looked at a little bit at the depth yesterday. Didn't come into play. There were 2 that fouled out, I believe, for PRB last night, leaving only 1 on the bench, so we'll see if that comes into play tonight. For Lake of the Woods, still a young team, not seeing any seniors on the squad unless Sophia Walton just added onto the roster is one. They do not have a senior on the squad. So young teams facing each other tonight. Pine River-Backus hosting Lake of the Woods. We'll get Coach Katie Piper joining us here, Lake of the Woods girls basketball coach, on the pregame show, on the Station 371 pregame show. And we'll also have Tucker Shealy, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, coming up too. We're here on yourliveevent.com. Thank you to all of our sponsors here this evening.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Here on YourLiveEvent.com, homegrown local radio, Lake of the Woods girls basketball coach Katie Piper joining us here. Coach, thanks for your time here this Friday evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Getting to the end of the week right now. Still, Bears looking for their first win on the season, 0-3. Well, what's the focus been on this season? Again, last year, kind of a shortened season. What's been the focus on the early going the first couple of weeks this year?
We are an extremely young team, so it's just been a lot of teaching. Just one step at a time, one day at a time, and just building from there.
And building and taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers, not facing them last year. The Tigers getting their first win of the season last night. What's going to be the focus tonight in terms of facing your competition, in terms of what do you know about them?
Just move the ball up the court quickly, work the ball around, pass it up, don't get stuck in the corners to get trapped, that kind of stuff. Heads up, and just move the ball around.
And what would a victory tonight mean for the Bears?
A good confidence boost for these girls. They're talented, but like I said, they're young, so there's so much learning involved. And Black Duck, we lost by 3 in the last minute, but we did lead, by 12 points at one time. So we're figuring things out. So it'd be a good boost for them.
All right, Coach, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Again, head coach of the Lake of the Woods Bears joining us here, Katie Piper, on the pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate.
Now on the Station 371 pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Tucker Sheely, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, joining us. Coach, thanks for your time once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Victory last night, first one of the season. Take us through that one. What were the keys to getting that comeback and getting that victory under the belt?
Yeah, we struggled, offensively in that first half, and then defensively we kind of turned it up, which created some offense for us in that second half. Ramsey Tulinchek had quite a game, and then Laura Dahl, Hannah Barkas stepped up, made some shots for us. Caden got a few transition buckets. So, saw a lot more fire in that second half, and excited to see if we can kind of carry it over to tonight.
Yeah, so second week of the year, third game of the week now, and back-to-back. What was the focus in preparing for tonight's game?
Yeah, absolutely. No letdown. We kind of showed what we're capable of, at least that last 10 minutes of the game yesterday, and so hoping to kind of carry that mentality and that aggressiveness into this game. And, I expect a good team, Lake of the Woods here. We'll try to pressure them as best we can and try to put some pressure on their guards, make them make some decisions in the full-court game, and see if we can't take advantage of that.
Yeah, like I was going to ask, what do you know about that Lake of the Woods team? Last year, with COVID and the shorter season, not able to see as much, what do you know about that team?
Yeah, I think they're well coached. They are a little bit young this year, but like I said, I think we'll hope to try to put some pressure on their guards and avoid letting them get in that half court game.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time and best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, Tucker Sheely, joining us here on the pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. And back with you here on the Station 371 pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Talking with both coaches here, a couple of young squads as we're kind of winding down here on a Friday night, winding down minutes ago before the teams line up. We'll keep it right here on the Station 371 pregame show. Again, Pine River-Backus with their first victory of the season last night. The visiting Bears looking for their first win of the season. Don't forget, after the game, our big deal player of the game, brought to you by Brandel Motors of Beacon, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marina McGregor, Pizza Ranch in Baxton Little Falls, Whistler Precast in Pine River, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Crowing Kayaks in Cross Lake, Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, Advantage Seamless Gutters in Baxter, Newman Construction in Brainerd as well. Certificate to the Pizza Ranch, as well as the T-shirts from our area sponsors. We'll take you through the rest of some of our schedule in just a little bit here in the Station 371 pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Pine River-Backus girls basketball on the way.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Back with you here on the Station 371 pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. Now for the starting lineups for the Lake of the Woods. The Bears visiting 0-3. Start junior Mackenzie Piper, sophomore Bailey Husbands at guard, sophomore at guard Brooklyn Hasbargen, the junior point guard Paige Hack, and Sophia Walton also in the starting lineup for the visiting Bears, coming in with a 0-3 record for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 1-3 on the 2021-22 season. They start in Kate Travis, Ramsey Tulenchek, Claire Dahl, Emily Hannikin, and Hannah Barkus, same five as last night's. Pine River-Backus Tigers wearing their black jerseys and shorts. PRB on the front in orange with the tiger on their backs. And numbers on front and back in orange with the white trim. The visiting Bears in their white jerseys and shorts. Bears on the front. Numbers on the front and back as well. As the opening tip-off is controlled by the visiting Lake of the Woods Bears as they take possession early on here. Again, thanks for tuning in to the Station 371 pregame show. Getting ready for this Friday night, starting a little bit early for these squads. Looking for that screen on the outside, thrown away. They're looking on that far side post. Turnover for the young Lake of the Woods team. 6-9 on the season last year for Lake of the Woods. A long trek to get down here, starting plenty early, and the Pine River-Backus Tigers, they scored the first bucket in last night's game. Didn't hold another lead until late in the second half. Missed shot, offensive rebound as it's poked around. Kate Travis has it. Now Tulenchek going to work, and she's not able to get it to go. Tries to track down her missed shot there, and that'll be the first foul of the game. So we'll watch that, whether she gets into foul trouble or whether everyone gets into foul trouble following her. Got 29 free throws in last night's game, putting on the full court press. No one very open. Get it to Bailey Husbands, who's picked up by Kate Travis. And across the timeline will be Paige Hack. There's 45 seconds into this one. Laying off Cousins will reverse course up top. So again, opening a little bit of a slip ball fake in the lane, straight up there. Hannikin got a little bit of a tip on that one, but still it's able to be controlled by the visiting Bears. A 2-0 score here on your scoreboard for Lake of the Woods. Underneath a lot of traffic, Ramsey Tulachek trying to put something up. She puts it up. Doesn't have the points, but has a chance to score two and do it from the free throw line. Sophia Walton now has a foul and a bucket tonight. First of two off the back iron, rolls up, no good. Talking with Ramsey after the game, she said, well, she's not really known for shooting free throws so well. Was able to do it pretty well down the stretch last night. Second one, no good, 0 for 2. So, well, yeah, I got to speak some confidence into existence here. Still a 2-0 ball game here in the early going. Visiting Lake of the Woods makes it 4-0 now. Mackenzie Piper putting it in, putting up the shot, 4-0 on your scoreboard here this evening. PRB has had a trip to the line. Both team with one foul. As Emily Hannikin has it on the near side wing. They're fronting in the post, getting behind it. Ramsey Tulachek able to get it off the glass, out the window on the left side. First points for the home Tigers, 4-2 on your scoreboard here. Looking to pick up this offense again. Lake of the Woods looks to push it, getting it in the lane, high off the window, no good. Emily Hannikin will haul in the rebound for PRB. 2 minutes in, and a 2-point game here, 4-2. Pine River-Backus trailing. Looking in that high post. They do get it into the low post, tapped out, and looks like a jump ball we're going to have. In the middle, staying PRB ball. Have a Laura Dahl checking in, replacing Claire Dahl. Well, Laura will throw it in underneath the PRB baskets. Throw it into the middle. One dribble up and blocked underneath. Paige Hack able to pick up the block for the visiting Bears and going the other way. Looking to push. Long jumper for two. No good. Underneath another battle here before rolling and traveling. It's thrown away into the hands of a Laura Dahl. She waits for the rest of the offense to come back into that right side. And driving right back out is Hannah Varkas. Loses a dribble. Has to get it up to the guards. Up top, Kate Travis has it. Left, looks to get into the lane. Dribble drive, Varkas out for three. Short on that one. Will be picked up by Brooklyn Hasbargen. Again, 4-2 the score here. 3 minutes in to the first half. We'll see some substitutions at the next break for the visiting Bears. Tied up inside and taken away by Emily Hannikin. She'll look to push. She has two defenders and it's blocked again. Paige Hack with a couple tonight. Swats that one away, and going the other way are the visiting Bears. Off the window, no good. Offensive board underneath by Mackenzie Piper. And they're going to look to get something going here in the high post. To Walton. Right back out. And a 2-point lead right now and thrown right into the hands of Emily Hannikin. She has a few steals tonight. And PRB will again have that chance to tie or take the lead. Ramsey Tulachek wanted the ball. She got it. She puts it up, and she ties it up. Had some position. Thought that window might have closed, but did not. We're tied up 4-4 here with 14:15 to play in half number one. You're watching high school girls basketball, Lake of the Woods at Pine River-Backus on yourliveevent.com.
PRB Tigers action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Lake of the Woods called their first timeouts, and they'll inbound it with no pressure here. Again, a Friday night in Pine River. We got plenty more coming up next week for yourliveevent.com as well here from Pine River-Backus Schools. PRB tied it up. It's Ramsey Tulachek with all the points for the Tigers. A long shot, missed everything and saving that one from going out of bounds. Jaleesa Matthias putting the effort in around that baseline. They tried to get it to her in the post, tapped away by Ramsey Tulachek. They get it back around and in for another lead. Sophia Walton adding to the score sheets now. 3 different Bears have scored, 1 Tiger in the score sheet so far. We're down there, and Hannah Barkus on that left wing gets it to Tulachek. She's doubled to get it back out for a long two. Emily Hannikin will put it on the floor. Back inside and getting around the defense, and Ramsey Tulachek just putting on the moves. Makes it 6-all here. Our second tie of the evening. 13-17 to play in the half. See what Lake of the Woods has here as Paige Hack picked up her dribble. She up high along with Eamon Sonstegard, who checked into the game, get it into the middle there, but up no good by Jaleesa Matthias. She battles for the ball and grabs it back out of the hands of Hannah Barkus and the Tigers, but thrown away. I should say not picked up by the aforementioned Sonstegard. It's Pine River-Backus ball once again, moving right to left on your radio dial, on your television or YouTube dial. Open for 3, and she's going to take it. Kaden Borman couldn't get it to go. Long rebound tracked down by Paige Hack, and looking to push again. So what we've seen in the bounce pass right into the hands there of Emily Hannikin. She's picked up at least 3 steals just that way, where it shows up right to her. And she's fouled a long way away from the basket, so that's 2 now. Walton and the Bears. It's 12:32 to play in this first half. Picking up the dribble on that right wing is Kaden Borman Jr. Got it to Tulachek. Open for Alora Dahl from long range, and she gets it to go. Tigers take the lead for the first time tonight. It's 9-6. Pine River-Backus looking for back-to-back wins to close out the week. Got plenty more coming up in the following weeks, just week 2 of the season. Looking to tie it up from the near side corner and drained and tied back up. Eamon Sonstegard with the tray, and it's 9-all. Here's 6 minutes into this first half. Not trying to do too much of the obvious, getting around the defense and kicking it out is Alora Dahl. Up top, the 3 for PRB, Claire Dahl. No good. Rebound taken in by Ramsey Tulachek. She'll go to work. Out and passed around. Thinking about another 3, at least the ball fake for Borman. It's back out for Laura Dahl. He's communicating with the screen with Ramsey Tulachek. Who's going to do what? Looks to get another one. Maybe a roll there. Double from the back. Out to Claire Dahl for 3, and that one's drained. We've got 3 on the night and a 3-point lead again for BRB. It's 12-9 on your scoreboard here tonight. Your North Point Realty scoreboard. The Pine River-Backus Tigers lead at 12-9 with 11:17 to play in half number 1. You're watching high school girls basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
12-9, Pine River-Backus with the lead. Here on your North Point Realty Kerry Crimmins scoreboard. Other action tonight with homegrown local radio on the boys side of things. We got Northland at Hill City on Real Country 94.3. Other girls basketball tonight, though, is Mesabi East at Pequot Lakes on Talk 100. Mora at Aiken on the Gobbler tonight. And also yourliveevent.com. Picked up the dribble a long way from the baskets. Paige Hack gets it off and picked up just ahead of the timeline there. Bailey Husbands. PRB putting on the pressure a little bit here. Who's going to take ball underneath inside that block? Getting back to it is Ramsey Tulachek. Bounce pass there. Kenzie Piper going to work in the lane. Gets the roll. Her second field goal of the night. It's 12-11. PRB still with the advantage here. Started out on a 4-0 run by Lake of the Woods. Pine River-Backus able to tie it up twice, take a lead, a couple of threes for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. They get it into the lane to Kate Travis. She looks to force it out to Ramsey Tulenchek. She puts it through some contact and gets it to go. She's got 8 points on the night, 14-11. PRB leading by 3 again. A little fancy ball handling movement by Paige Hack. Into the far corner, maybe a long 2 for Mackenzie Piper. Will make it a 1-point game here. She has 7 on the 9. Make that a, well, we'll double check that. I believe that was a 2. On and blocked from behind. Piper getting to work inside and thrown right back to the Tigers. Ramsey Tulenchek gets blocked again. That's at least 3 by Paige Hack underneath. A little one-on-one the other way. A long wait, launching a little early was Bailey Husbands. It's going to be taken by the Tigers. They'll look to push, just saving that one from going out from the baseline. Is Ramsey Tulenchek, and the Tigers will go to work. Kate Travis open for 3. She'll launch one. No. And rebound taken by Paige Hack. And 14-13 here. Yeah, it is 6-4 Piper. I was right looking at the scoring numbers and saw the line and blocked right into Tulenchek, and she'll throw it off of the Bears. It'll be Pine River-Backus possession. Ellen Nordloff, the recipients, of taking the basketball off the leg, and some substitutions here. Jaleesa Mathias back in. Put some work in inside for Lake of the Woods. Emily Hannikin replaces Claire Dahl to inbound to Laura Dahl. As coach calls in the plays there. Open for 3. The look is open and good. And Barkus extends it to a 4-point Pine River-Backus lead. And they've been able to find some spots in the defense here tonight. Halfway through this first half. And PRB, I'd like to say it's their largest lead of the half. Their husband's over to Paige Hack. Inside from about 15 feet. No on the shot by Walton. Still loose for the scramble. Hannikin going down trying to get that one. A shot by Lake of the Woods. Will be out of bounds, missing everything. And Barkus to inbound to Laura Dahl. More substitutions. Kevin Sotsegard check in as well. And against the D, they'll have Tulenchek in that high post area. Plenty of room for the guards to work, with the opposing guards sagging off a little bit in his own, putting on the footwork inside and getting it off the window. Ramsey Tulenchek already in double figures tonight. She has 10 of the 19 for Pine River-Backus. Falling down and keeping that dribble. It's Kevin Sotsegard. A 3 for Lake of the Woods and getting it to go. Sophia Walton with 5 points on the night. It's back to a 3-point game here. Into that corner, confronting in the post, getting the contact, not able to get it to go, but Ramsey Tulenchek going to be shooting a couple of free throws. And all 3 fouls on Lake of the Woods. Been on Sophia Walton. The first one, no. 0 for 3, Tulenchek from the line. Walton will check out. Mackenzie Piper back in. Just under 8 to go. Year and a half, number 1. Tulenchek gets that one. 1 of 4 from the line, and a 4-point lead for Pine River-Backus here in the first half. 8 minutes to go. They'll look to continue to press. Travis guarding and thrown right into the hands. Coming to the ball. So Ramsey Tulenchek looking to push and thrown into the lane. Jaleesa Mathias headed for a second and regained by PRB. Looking for 3, and that's a second made by Hannah Barkus tonight. He's looking to push. Are the Lake of the Woods Bears. A foul by Laura Dahl. Her first, team seconds, limiting the fouls so far. It's 23-16. Haley Husbands has it. Inherited person by Laura Dahl up top. And it's driving baseline, stripped of the ball. Brooklyn has bargain. It'll stay Bears basketball underneath their own baskets. 2-3 look on the inbound. Try to get it into the corner, and it's picked off by Laura Dahl reading the pass. She'll pick up the steal. And PRB will go the other way, up 7. An open 3. Kate Travis drains it. 4 different Tigers from long range tonight. And that makes it a 10-point lead for the home Pine River-Backus girls basketball team. A long 2, and that one's good on the other end. Mackenzie Piper, she has 8 points on the evening. 6:48 to play in the first half. Tigers take another 3 this trip. A long rebound following her own shot, so Laura Dahl able to pick one up on the offensive boards. And River-Backus will dribble it around the defense, drop it off on the far end to Emily Hannikin. Takes a dribble. Laura Dahl, and it's popped out. Another 3-point attempt by Barkus, no good. Tracking down the offensive board, and Ramsey Tulachek won't be able to save it from going out of bounds this time. So Ella Nordloff checks in, as well as Paige Hack. Jaleesa Mathias. Kevin Sotsegard will take his seats, nearly losing the basketball. Almost the over and back. Paige Hack able to apparently establish on the right side of the courts. Blocked inside, Ramsey Tulachek picking one up and going the other way for the Tigers. They'll look for 3 again and drained. 3 threes by Hannah Barkus. She has 9, and the score is 29-18 on your scoreboard, your North Point Realty scoreboard on yourliveevent.com. You're watching high school girls basketball with Pine River-Backus in the lead.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
29-18. Pine River-Backus with the lead. 3 threes on the evening by Hannah Barkus. Has been 6 overall from deep for PRB. Another timeout taken here this evening. We'll get back into action again. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us out. Get this stuff on the internet as well. The information superhighway, as they say it. Yeah, with you here. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll have our Saturday sports wrap on Skeeter 1015, talking with Lakes area coaches about the week that was in high school winter sports. Yeah, wrestling, hockey, and of course, basketball as well. Get it inside wide open and finding Brooklyn Hasbargen 4-2. It's 29-20. PRB has had some space to work with. The defense moving around, looking to switch. A long 2 for Barkus, not able to get it to go. She tracks down the loose ball. Give her the offensive board. Kate Travis will back it, and following on the other end of things, looking and seeing plenty of space between her and a defender. Emily Hannikin again coming to the ball. Able to put that one up, and another double-digit lead for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. 5:07 to play in the half. Moving around the defense. Dropping it off. Ramsey Tulachek looking to help out on the drive by Haley Husbands. A foul, and will be going the other way. Nordloff with her first. Sophia Walton, one of the starters for the visiting Bears, on the bench with 3 fouls already. In this 2-3 kind of look, moving around to the defense. They keep checking that high post. Coming down the lane is Hannah Barkus. A lot of traffic up top, and that one's going to be knocked away and stolen by Piper. 4.5 to play, just getting it past the timeline. Hasbargen. Baseline underneath the basket. Dropped off. Nordloff will haul it back out. Jumping up and down on the far side of the court when Hasbargen might have been open. A shot taken, though, no good by Piper. Going the other way are the Pine River-Backus Tigers, continuing to push. As Emily Hannikin for three from the corner for Barkus, no good. Hauling in the offensive board on the near side corner is Ramsey Tulenchek. Able to follow a lot of the shots and not exactly always in position to have the box out there. Try to enter it into the post. It's taken away in front by Brooklyn Hasbargen. A steal, and she'll travel and give it right back to the Pine River-Backus Tigers. 11-point lead for PRB. Sansegard and Matthias checking back in for Lake of the Woods. See Caden Borman check back in. Claire Dahl as well for Pine River-Backus. Santa Barkus throws the inbound. Kate Travis stays in, as does Ramsey Tulenchek as well. Another big offensive night for her. It's been spread around a little bit for three, and another one for Hannah Barkus. She has 4 from long range tonight. Makes it 34-20 with 3:33 to play in the first half. Ball fake and trying to find someone, thrown right into the hands of Hannah Barkus. She'll get the steal, get blocked from behind by Paige Hack. Able to recover is Caden Borman, and 36-20 advantage for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And with you on yourliveevents.com. Having some trouble in the lane, get it down low into Bailey Husbands. Skipped over just inside of the three-point line to Sansegard. Trying to find her again. And a lot of traffic on that right side. Look to just get a shot from 15 feet. The jumper, forcing it a little bit on a broken offensive series. Was Paige Hack. When Hasbargen checks into the contest. Once again for Lake of the Woods. See more substitutions for the Tigers as well. Emily Hannikin back on the court. That far side, faking the three. Some room looking for that reverse layup. No for Borman, but hauling in the offensive board. Emily Hannikin will extend the possession for PRB. That's an extra shot. That one no good. And Paige Hack calls in the rebound. 2.5 to play, a 16-point advantage for the Pine River-Backus Tigers at home. Paige Hack throws it into the hands of Emily Hannikin with another steal here tonight. 2:20 to play. And at least 4 or 5 of those so far. Step back, the three is good. Laura Dahl with 2 from long range tonight. Makes it 39-20. From the elbow, jumper is good. On the other end, Jaleesa Matthias has a couple of field goals. 39-22 on your scoreboard here. Inside of 2 minutes to play. Would be a long 2 if Dahl would take it. Thinking about it around the perimeter. And a little closely going with the screen. Has a little bit of room kicked out. Kate Travis. Little step fake. Rolls, had that screen, leaves a lot of room for Claire Dahl. She's able to get her own rebound. And extending the possession, get an extra shot this time down the courts for PRB. Let's see what they can make of that one. Getting the roll this time. Kate Travis might have had an opening inside. I'll have to keep it on that perimeter. Reversing course, picking up the dribble is Caden Borman. And that baseline got her. Laura Dahl replaces on the near side. Going to work is Claire Dahl. To Emily Hannikin, guarded closely, and a fight for the ball underneath. I believe a travel as someone was trying to either fall down or get up there. Claire must have rolled a little bit too much. Jaleesa Matthews was getting in the middle of things to knock it away. So PRB does not get that extra shot here. Just inside a minute now to go in the half. 39-22 your score. Pine River-Backus Tigers the sizable advantage. Thrown into the far side corner, a long 2, no. And tapped away, and a couple of Bears dragging it down. When Hasbargen with the offensive board. Loses the dribble, gets it into that high post, and Pfeiffer throws it into the hands once again of Emily Hannikin. Very active with the hands on defense. 35 seconds to play in the half. 17-point advantage. As Hannikin will get the screen, a long 2. Rolls out. Trying to track that down is Emily Hannikin. She'll get it taken away by Sansegard. And a jump ball will favor Lake of the Woods here with 22.7 to play. See if they play for the last shot here. 17-point game, or if they, again, there's no fouling to play for. Not many fouls on either squad. Saving that one from going out of bounds is Nordloff, but it's going to be another jump ball going the other way, 8.5. Still enough time to run a play here. It looks like they're not going to press on defense. You can let it roll, but they choose not to. Allura Dahl will take it up the court with 5 seconds to play. She'll look for another three here. Can't get this one to go off the other window, off the foots on the rebound. Caden Borman and hauled in by the Bears with no time now on the clock. Nordloff will get it back to the officials here at halftime after 18 minutes of play. It's 39-22, Pine River-Backus with the lead. You're watching high school girls basketball on yourliveevents.com. More coming up after this.
Hanneken Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hanneken Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanneken Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanneken Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannekenInsurance.com. Let Hanneken Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
39-22 at the half here from Pine River. Pine River-Backus Tigers girls got their first win last night. Looking for back-to-back here tonight, taking on the Lake of the Woods Bears tonight. Well, Lake of the Woods scored the first four. PRB tied it up at 4-all, tied it up at 6-all, and since then they've taken the lead and taken advantage. Took their first lead. Well, they tied it. Well, they had it at 9-9. Then they retook the lead at 12-9, and been getting it done from long range a few times tonight as well, keeping the pressure up. And again, a young team, and it's kind of shown for Lake of the Woods here tonight. Not exactly meshing as a team that's played for a number of years together at the varsity level, making some mistakes on some of the cuts, not knowing where the other person was going to be, and some of those opportunities have kind of shown up. It's kind of looking like the safeties being at the right place at the right time, picking off the ball and getting some steals, and the Pine River-Backus Tigers have been plenty active and looking to push in transition. They have plenty to do as well, but they're up 17 here at the half. in 39-22. Your North Point Realty Carey Crimmins scoreboard. The Pine River-Backus Tigers leading here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take you through the scoring numbers as I have them. Plenty more coming up here at the half.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
39-22 at the half. The Pine River-Backus Tigers leading it by 17. Make sure to follow us on Twitter as well at KKIN WWWI KFGI KLK. Follow us on Twitter for all the stuff with homegrown local radio. Pine River-Backus Tigers leading at the half. Looking through the scoring numbers for the visiting Lake of the Woods Bears. Mackenzie Piper with 8 points tonight. Eamon Sonstagard with 3. Brooklyn Hasbargen with 2. Sophia Walton with 5. Julissa Matthias with 4 tonight. Laura Dahl with 6. Kate Travis with 3. Kaden Borman with 2 tonight. Ramsey Tulenchek with 11 in the first half. Claire Dahl with a 3. Emily Hannikin with 2 points tonight. And more and more steals than points, I'll say that much. And Hannah Barkus with 4 from long range has 12 on the evening. The Pine River-Backus Tigers lead at 39-22. Again, just 4 3-pointers by Hannah Barkus on the night. And that's only half of what they've made. 8 from long range. Let me do my quick Minnesota math. That's 24. If it was just counting the long-range buckets, the PRB Tigers would be ahead at the half, as 8 times 3 is 24, and it's only 22 points for the visiting Bears here tonight. Got plenty more coming up with YourLiveEvent.com. In fact, the Aiken Gobblers girls basketball team also on YourLiveEvent.com as well in a game that just got on the air. Shield just texting me as our text thread through the group. I'm the only one with a halftime score here. Started early a bit, and glad you can join us. So on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com, more and Aiken girls basketball is coming up. Mesabi East at Pequot Lakes on Talk 100 and RJBroadcasting.com should be going right now. And in boys basketball, Northland at Hill City on Real Country 94.3. We'll take a quick break, get you set for half number 2. Again, Pine River-Backus with the 39-22 lead at the break. You're watching high school girls basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Country Dock Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
(39-22) at the half on your North Point Realty Carey Crimmins scoreboard. Pine River-Backus Tigers in their own black jerseys and shorts with the orange letters and numbers. Visiting Bears in their white jerseys and Shorts Bears on the fronts, getting ready for the second half. And limiting turnover is one of the keys for Lake of the Woods in the second half, as they'll have it going from right to left on your radio dial. Here as we start half number 2 on yourliveevents.com. Thanks for coming along with us wherever you may be in the world. As a lot of traffic inside, it's taken away for a second and taken away again. As River-Backus finally ends up with it, so limiting turnover is not so much in my one key I was talking about here. 18 seconds into this second half. One step, looking for the 3, and Kate Travis has her second from long range of the night. Pine River-Backus now with a 20-point advantage. Getting it inside, Kenzie Piper can't get it to go. Going to be off of Bailey Husband. She'll be helped out by Kate Travis. Tigers Junior showing sportsmanship, of course. 40 seconds into this second half. And she had scored a 3 to get the score going in the half. In the middle of the lane, dribbled off the foot of Tulenchek. Losing it is Matthias, gaining it back. Tulenchek will put it off the glass, no good. Upset with herself, she'll still follow and tap it away from a Piper. But again, not getting the buckets. She's concerned about that, but gets back to playing defense and trying to make sure she can make a play. Inside, it's going to be Piper now in double figures on the night. She's got 10. It's 42-24. RB coming down the court. It looks like a 1-2-2 almost. Moving around the defense. Get it right in the middle. And high off the glass. Tulenchek can't get it to go. They might have seen that need to especially guard her a couple of times. She's got to be sure not to pick up fouls. Not that she's in any trouble, but it's a long way from the basket usually for post players. Not the best. Off the top of the backboard. No good. And going the other way are the Tigers. Claire Dahl sets up. Top the key, the 3. No. A long rebound will be corralled, and they'll have Paige Hack on the outlet. Will kind of lose her dribble underneath. Hasbargen joining her. Mackenzie Piper, the trailer, able to clean things up and get a couple of buckets here in this second half. 42-26. Claire Dahl takes it up the court. Is met by Paige Hack. After that left wing, they get it in that high post. Thinking about that high-low with Kate Travis being fronted in that post. They get it onto the opposite wing. No good from 3, but the offensive board for River-Backus. Looking for another 3 for the Tigers. No good. Another offensive board by River-Backus. Dribbling under the baskets, and that's going to be a charge. Claire Dahl setting up. It's Paige Hack. Claire Dahl's first. It's going to be a couple of substitutions for the visiting Bears. Sonstagard and Sophia Walton into the game. Turning and shooting. No. Under the baskets. Might have had it partially blocked, and Piper can't get it to go either. Pushing it down the court. Tulenchek to Backus on the far side. Claire Dahl will take it inside and back out. Thinking about this screen, and that high post way up, fouled, and Ramsey Tulenchek only shot 4 foul shots in the first half. We'll shoot a couple here. 3 minutes into this second half, 42-6. So Laura Dahl and Keaton Borman will check in between free throws. Tulenchek's first is good. She's now made her last 2 after missing her first 3. Claire Dahl and Kate Travis will take a seat. She made 19 last night. Shot 29, and now she is 50% from the line tonight. Makes it 13 points for Ramsey Tulenchek. Away from the buckets. Again, switching off a couple high on the guards. 2-3 look, and they're trying to find some room in the post. Emily Hannikin on that backside defense. Doesn't have enough on it. It's offensive board for Piper, and a jump ball. It'll be going the Pine River-Backus way. 14:37 to play in half number 2. River-Backus with that sizable advantage. They found themselves down 13 at the break last time. Get it under the baskets, and 2, Ramsey Tulinchek. She'll put it off the window. 46-26 on your scoreboard here. Get out to Sansegard, gets it into that high post area. Mackenzie Piper nearly contact there. That's going to be a double dribble up top. And Bailey Husbands knew it. Jaleesa Mathias back in. Mackenzie Piper to sit. The 46-26 ball game here. We'll get a score update when we can get to it. High-low, they get it low-high, really, and blocked in that high post area. Keenan Borman was looking to put one up and tracking it down a long way and right back to the Tigers. Hannah Barkus. Laura Dahl taking it up the floor. Stops Emily Hannikin. Thinking about it on that far side. And kind of a nonchalant going after the pass. Was contacted in the backcourt there by Paige Hackett. Laura Dahl able to get it back. Dropped off to Caden Borman there. Back to Tulinchek in the lane. She will not get it off the window. Borman with the offensive board gets it back to Tulinchek. Can't get that one to go. She'll kick it out this time instead of putting it back out. And another 3. The 5th tray by Hannah Barkus tonight. And it's 49-26 on your scoreboard. Inside looking to do it here. Jaleesa can't get it to go. Mathias and Caden Borman hauls in the board for PRB. Hannah Barkus thinking about 3. Poked away by Mathias getting back. Getting in the passing lane. In front of Ramsey Tulinchek, who will take a seat right now. Barkus inbounding near that corner. The edge of the sideline into Brianna Hannikin, the sophomore. Checks in. Laura Dahl back to Barkus for 3. No good. And Emily Hannikin looking to track that one down. One of the Bears going down, trying to as well. And going to be thrown into the backcourt over and back. Caden Borman to her. Laura Dahl wasn't able to track it back down. Bears making a substitution. Swanton checks back in. To Bailey Husbands again. 49-26 to score. Pine River-Backus with the advantage here. Second half, 12:41 to play. Back out, Ellen Nordloff. Haven't seen the threes in the second half by Lake of the Woods. Got some early buckets. They go for 3 this time and drain it. Brooklyn Hasbargen does it for the first time tonight. Or did they mark that along too? I believe it was a 3, yes. Makes it a 20-point game, 49-29. Thrown and lost inside by the Tigers. Riley Husbands looking behind her. They set up the offense, stolen away once again by Emily Hannikin. And she'll try not to get it stolen right back from her, and she does, and she fouls. With a Hasbargen, she goes straight down. Was able to get the full handle on it. Tulinchek, Claire Dahl, and Kate Travis will check on. Laura Dahl stays in, as does Brianna Hannikin. A 2-3 look on the inbounds, spinning and getting the contact down low, heading to the free throw line. Sophia Walton with a couple of foul shots coming. She's done it from 2 and 3 tonight. 6:03 to play in the 6:03 gone in the second half. Mackenzie Piper will check in between free throws. First free throws of the night for Lake of the Woods. Well, I was trailing off towards the end of the first half. It's about 4 fouls by Lake of the Woods, and they had the most of either team. Nordloff checks off as Piper comes on, and 2 of 2 from the line. 49-31. 6 minutes gone in half number 2. Pine River-Backus playing with a sizable advantage, a lot more comfortable than last night, but they've seen where those comfortable leads can go. They look to continue to move the basketball. Dribble in, dribble out by Claire Dahl, who's going to be up top of Laura Dahl. Tulachek trying to get out of the way. They have a couple in the post right there. High post is Brianna Hannikin. Low is Ramsey Tulachek. And a lot of traffic near that baseline. It's tapped away. Kate Travis also in there. Looking to cut. It's going to be knocked away and stay PRB ball. Claire Dahl with it to inbound. She'll get it on the near side to Kate Travis. And they have it. They're fronting in the post there with Ramsey Tulachek expecting some backside help. Moving the defense around. One dribble and back out. Kate Travis faking the shots. Skips it over to Laura Dahl and thrown into traffic underneath and staying PRB ball. Claire Dahl making sure not to touch that as that was heading out. She'll inbound in front of the PRB bench. To Brianna Hannikin. She'll get it down low. One-on-one. Gets the contact and gets it to go. Ramsey Tulachek will have the chance for the and one. Mackenzie Piper's first foul. 2 fouls on Lake of the Woods this half. 3 on Pine River-Backus. 3 of 6 from the line, Ramsey Tulachek. She'll get it to go. It's 18 on the night. It's a 52-31 game. They're playing behind in the post here. Tulachek playing behind. Mackenzie Piper kicked out for 3, and no good. Tigers will have it. Brianna Hannikin hauled in the board. Laura Dahl against this defense, seeing who will guard her. Hasbargen gets it off to Claire Dahl. Covered by Sasagard, picks up the dribble. Out on the perimeter is Tulachek. She'll have to get it over to Brianna Hannikin, back into the high post. Kick back out to Claire Dahl. She'll put it on the floor. Lane put it up, no good. And a couple trying to track it down for the Tigers. It's tracked down by the visiting Bears. Sagard had it. Extra pass here to her in the corner. No good. Offensive board after missed everything. And Piper turns it into another bucket here. She has a few in this second half. And makes it a 55-33 game. We tipped on the pass. Kate Travis in the near side corner. And trying to move the defense around. 3 in and out. Ramsey Tulachek hauls in the offensive board. Tries to find some room. Is blocked from behind by Piper. And Lake of the Woods will have it going the other way. 52-33. Your score here in the middle of the lane. Off the glass. Turning and shooting. Sophia Walton gets it once again. 52-35. She has 11 on the night. It shows on the scoreboard over there. For 9, but I might have missed one. Back into the lane. And Tulachek goes to work, and before putting the shot up, I believe, the push. Trying to step around the defense. Piper with another foul. Sparkus and Borman and Emily Hannikin check in. Brianna Hannikin, Kate Travis, and Claire Dahl will take a seat. Box screening up, and on the ball side, nothing so far. They find the opposite side. Moving underneath, Laura Dahl puts it on the floor. And Barkus has a few from 3, gets it knocked away into the backcourt. So there will be no over and back here. Able to drag that back foot there. And Barkus able to keep that one in play. And nearly blocked, but putting it in through the contact. Ramsey Tulachek once again. It'll be 54-35 with the free throw to come. A third foul by Piper now. She'll take a seat. Jaleesa Mathias to replace her. That one's good. First 3 were missed. The next 5 made from the line for Ramsey Tulachek, and a timeout called by Lake of the Woods. It's 55 to 35 or 6 right here on your scoreboard with halfway through the second half. You're watching high school girls basketball on yourliveevents.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
.35-35. Pine River-Backus with a lead here, looking for win number 2 on this season on back-to-back nights. Looking to get wins here to close out the week at home. Lake of the Woods still 0-3. That'll be a Goodridge on Monday night. It looks like there'll be an Isle next Friday, next weekend, for some stuff going on. Just focusing on tonight for now. We do have boys basketball on Tuesday nights, by the way. Thrown into the lane into traffic. Ramsey Tulenchek has it. Wants to push Caden Borman. Laura Dahl. Emily Hannikin into the lane again, facing up, putting it on the floor. And with the left hand, Ramsey Tulenchek. It's at 57-35 with 8.5 to play in this one. The last 3 times these teams have played before last year, they played in 3 straight years. PRB taking all of them. PRB looking to go 4 in a row here. Getting that cutter there, up and underhand the layup, no good. Tracked down by Ramsey Tulenchek, having a little bit of trouble. Getting into that far corner to Hannah Barkas. Takes one dribble, passed around the perimeter. Up top, the 3, no good for Laura Dahl. We're going to push the other end. Paige Hack has it out. A couple of dribbles not going anywhere for the Bears. Looking for a cutter in the lane. No good, and fouled is Jaleesa Mathias. And she'll head to the line. Ramsey Tulenchek picks up the foul. 4 on each team now. 7:44 to play in this one. Mathias can't get anything there. Focusing on the spin on the basketball here. She'll ready. And that was just the 3rd foul shot for Lake of the Woods here. That one can't go either. 2 of 4 from the line as a team. Looking to push, and Borman can't get it to go off the window. Called in by Brooklyn Hasbargen. She'll get it back in the corner to Jaleesa Mathias. She'll throw it in down underneath, going up. Hasbargen will be fouled by the Tigers. Emily Hannikin with a couple now. Another shooting foul, the 3rd member of the visiting Bears to shoot free throws. First one good by Brooklyn Hasbargen. Second one no, as Ramsey Tulenchek hauls in another rebound. She looks to push, again gets it to Caden Borman out there. The 3 for the Tigers, no good. A long rebound in the near side corner. Brooklyn Hasbargen hauled it in, and she'll travel. Trapped there by Tulenchek and Hannah Barkas. Lisa Mathias will take a seat. Mackenzie Piper will come back on. Tigers inbound underneath their own baskets. Into the far side corner. The 3 by Barkas, no good. Tracked down by the Bears. Pick up their dribble, but do get it to number 13, Sophia Walton. And the Bears through the fingertips of Mackenzie Piper, and the Lake of the Woods Bears turn it over. Inside of 7 minutes to go here in half number 2. The push still. Pine River-Backus Tigers. We'll see if a little bit more of those 8th graders check in. Looking for a corner 3, and Laura Dahl has her 3rd from long range tonight. 60-35 36 here on your scoreboard. Who's going to take that one? The far side. Either way, it'll be taken by the Bears. Paige Hack able to get her first field goal of the night. 60-38. Your scoreboard. And looking at that zone look, a little bit of an opening. Baseline jumper, no. And they force the Lake of the Woods Bears to extend out a little bit here in transition. The jumper, no. Underneath and puts it up and good. The offensive board, and Walton will get a roll, making it 60-40 on your scoreboard. You're at 5:50 to play in the half. A lot of traffic on the near side with the left hand from the right side, putting one dribble down. Ramsey Tulenchek can't get it to go. Able to get the rhythm. Glenn Hasbargen will take it, thrown into the lane again, turning, shooting, getting the contact, and a chance for a three-point play for the visiting Bears. Sophia Walton has been picking things up here in the second half. 60-42. Emily Hannikin picked up her third foul. She and Caden Borman will check out. Kate Travis, Claire Dahl, Hannah Barkus, Ramsey Tulenchek in the game. And one no good. I should say a Laura Dahl as well. Tigers have it with an 18-point advantage. To clear things out to the right side for Claire Dahl. Some room around the perimeter, moving the defense. And like to make sure to flash to that high post. And a low from low to high. Kate Travis moving over to that high post. She gets it. She'll survey. Nothing doing here. Just moving around the defense of the Bears. Long possession here compared to what we've been kind of used to. Hannah Barkus has it and denying in front. Piper knocks it away. And a foul a long way from the basket. Kate Travis picks up the foul. 16 fouls on Pine River-Backus. Well, an inadvertent bust there at the board here. So we'll call a quick look at the scoreboard here. That was a seventh. Okay, so Bailey Husbands won't be checking into the game right away. It'll be a 1-on-1 here with the seventh team foul on Pine River-Backus here with 4:54 to play in the half. Came in Sonstegard. Can't get that one to go. 0-for-1. And Pine River-Backus will have it going the other way. Limited the fouls in the first half. A timeout called by PRB with 4:47 to play. They lead it 60-42 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Back after these messages.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's Breast Cancer Fundraising Tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information to register or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise. That's YourLiveEvent.com.
60-42, PRB to inbound. Here with Hannah Barkus inbounding to Kate Travis. Looks like these starters minus Emily Hannikin on the court. So Laura Dahl in her stead. As we get going again and a foul along the baseline. Sophia Walton picking up another foul. Had a big offensive second half. She'll come off with all 5. Here, 4:37 to play. Had a good second half. Had to sit a lot in the first, too. And she fouls out at 4:37 off the inbound. The Ramsey Tulenchek off the window on the left side. And it's 62-42 on your scoreboard. In the middle of the lane, getting some contact and blocked by Ramsey Tulenchek. She'll pick up the rebound nonetheless. So Laura Dahl had a little bit of trouble. She'll dribble it out of the corner. Set up for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Things into that high post, looking for if anyone's cutting. Tulenchek. Top passed around the perimeter. Get to Kate Travis. She's under the baskets, having a little trouble getting it through Piper's hands. Offensive board for Tulenchek. She'll look to reverse things, finishes. And makes it 64-42. On the play, she has 27 points on the night, looks like. Her cutter there, and Tulenchek with the steal. She'll look to go the other way, kick it out for Backus from 3, and she is boxed out and comes down. She'll be shooting 3 on the free throw line. Made 5 from long range. Manley Husbands will be a guilty party. First one good. Shoot the first 2. Not wasting much time here. Brianna Hannikin checks back in. Ella Dahl, 8th grader, in as well. It's Ramsey Tulenchek, and Claire Dahl will take his seats. And the third as well here with 3:33 to play. 3:32 now with 67-42 the score. Pine River-Backus Tigers with the advantage here. Leaving her open for a 2, no good. Anna Backus underneath, fighting for the rebound, will be fouled and will be shooting some free throws. Both teams shooting 1-and-1s, and Paige Hack might have turned an ankle or something. She gets to the bench. Hopefully just a cramp or something. 1-and-1. First one is good. Anna Backus has made the first 4 from the line. Smooth for a second one, 69-42. So overall in the second half, 9 of 9 from the line for Pine River-Backus. First half, we're just 1 of 4. Middle and bumped Mackenzie Piper. She'll go to the line. 69-42 the score. The first foul on Hannah Backus. First one is good. Don't believe any foul shots in the first half for Lake of the Woods. Second one good. All right. 69-44 the score. They are fronting, and Brianna Hannikin just saving it from going out of bounds. Not able to keep that one in possession for the Tigers, though. Piper took it away. Under 3 to go in this one. Pine River-Backus at Medina Deer Creek on Tuesday nights. Pass to no one on the far side. Looks like Hack and Matthias check back in. Coming in for the first time, Sawyer Tulenchek, another 8th grader, added to the roster for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. We have 2:38 to play. Laura Dahl takes it down the courts. Left wing trying to get it into that free throw line area. It's taken away by Paige Hack. Skipped over to the near side. Rolling and no good for Jaleesa Matthias. Ripped away and going to be off of Lake of the Woods. PRB has that 25-point edge. Talk about some of the radio stuff going on tomorrow as well, as it's taken away from Brianna Hannikin inside. As Lake of the Woods looking for that three. Transition, no. And going up for the offensive board. The putback, no, by Kaiman Sonstegard. And she'll be heading to the line for two. It was 0 of 1 earlier. Tomorrow we'll have the Saturday Sports Wrap on Skeeter 1015 at 10 a.m. And DSU Bison FCS quarterfinal football on Talk 100 at 10 a.m. tomorrow. This first two is good. Army-Navy game on 3WI AM tomorrow. At 1 p.m. the coverage begins. And Golden Gophers men's basketball, 5 p.m. the pregame as they travel to Ann Arbor, taking down the Michigan Wolverines. 2 of 2 from the line, making it 69-46. Here in the ball game that we got here on YourLiveEvent.com. A couple extra passes back into that corner, up top to Laura Dahl. Putting it on the floor is Ella Dahl. She's open for three. She'll pop it, and she's got it. The 8th grader. One of 3 promoted onto the roster tonight. It's only 8 on the active roster as of last night. Getting the score here. Gives them room. Lisa Mathias putting it up on the other end for Lake of the Woods. 72-48 here with a minute 20 to play in half number 2. Dahl has it again. Pass around the perimeter to Sawyer Tulenchek. Dahl is quickly guarded by Sonstegard. Underneath trying to find some room. Offensive board for Kate Travis from about 15 feet. Another shot, this one off the mark by Ella Dahl. Hauled in by Lake of the Woods with under a minute to play. 72-48. The final here tonight. Not the final here tonight. A minute away from being final. Jump shots by Bailey Husbands gets on the scoreboard here. 72-50 and getting Haley Johnson into the game. 3 8th graders along with Laura Dahl, a sophomore. Brianna Hannikin, the sophomore as well. Young crew out there for the final 40. To the near side. 33.3 seconds to play here. Stepping on the line on the far side is Johnson. 30.2 to play. Pine River-Backus Pep Band ready for the final. Again, moving to 2 and 3 will be the Pine River-Backus Tigers. 0 and 4 will be the Lake of the Woods Bears. 20 seconds to play. Open under the baskets. Up and no good. Poked away. And it'll be off of Pine River-Backus. Johnson looking to track that one down. Has it off of her with 14.3 to play. Looking for 3 and gets it. Bailey Husbands now has 5 points on the night. 72-53. Inbounded. Sawyer Tulenchek poked away from a Laura Dahl by Mackenzie Piper with 1.8 to play. Inbounded to Johnson, poked away, but that's going to be it. 72-53. Pine River-Backus has 2 straight wins on their home court to end the week. Now 2 and 3 on the season. Lake of the Woods still looking for their first win on the year. 72-53 the final. We'll take you through some of the scoring numbers as I have them, with more coming up on the post game on YourLiveEvents.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Country Dock Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
72-53, the final here. The Pine River-Backus Tigers getting back-to-back wins on their home court to close out the week here on yourliveevent.com. The early going, well, PRB tied it up 3 times. Were able to take the lead at 12-9 and did not have a deficit at any point after that. Had a lot of threes in this one. We'll get through that in a little bit as we look at the scoring numbers. Mackenzie Piper with 14, 5 for Bailey Husbands. It was 5 for Cayman Stonstegard, 6 for Brooklyn Haas-Bargain. 2 points for Paige Hack as she had more block shots in the first half than points she had overall. It was Sophia Walton with 13 on the night, fouled out with 4:37 to play. 6 points for Jaleesa Matthias for Lake of the Woods. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers here this evening, Alora Dahl with 9 points, Kate Travis with 6, Kaden Borman with 2, Ramsey Tulenchek with 27 on the night, Claire Dahl with 3 points, Emily Hannikin with 2 points on the night, and Hannah Barkus scored 20. Ella Dahl dropped 3 on this evening for the win for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, moving them to 2-3 on the 2021-22 season. So 72-53. We'll get a quick score update over to our guys on the other stations of homegrown local radio as we got some other finals here tonight. It was Northland over Hill City, 84-30 in boys basketball on Real Country 94.3. And the latest I had on girls basketball on KLKS, Pequot Lakes was leading 36-33 at the half against Mesabi East. We'll go right into our post-game here on yourliveevent.com. I was trying to say a radio station, but we're on the internet here, so we're so much cooler online as a song goes. All right, and why don't you just grab that right here. Good evening. Anna Barkus joining us here on the post-game show on yourliveevent.com. Congrats on the win. Thanks for joining us here this evening as well. So, yeah, adjusting everything here. Coming after last night, playing back-to-backs early on in the season, how did you feel the team played from the early going of the game?
Pretty well. Today before our game, we just talked about carrying that energy that we had in the second half. Last game, we were playing with more energy and feistiness.
Feistiness. I like that. I like that word, feistiness, and able to find some spots. Were you kind of looking for threes the way the defense was looking at you?
Yeah, they were leaving us pretty open on the outside, so fire away.
Yeah, fire away.
Yeah.
Be able to get a couple of wins here at the end of the week. What are you looking forward to in the next week, or are you already looking forward to that at this point?
Already looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure we play Wadena on Tuesday.
Yep.
We're just focusing one game at a time.
All right, so, well, you were pretty well focused tonight from long range and during the game tonight. Again, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, Hannah Backus joining us here on the post-game show on yourliveevent.com. I will get some stuff to you in just a little bit as well. Coach Tucker Sheely joining us here post-game as well here. Good evening. Thanks for joining us once again after another victory for the Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So kind of the same thing. A couple of early ties. It was 9-all at one point before PRB was able to pull away. What are some things you saw early as you kind of went on that run to be leading 39-22 at the half?
Yeah, we got out in transition a little bit better, and then our half-court offense, we kind of started to see our reads a little bit better in that first half. And, we have Hannah firing away and our guards being a little bit more aggressive, looking to score. That obviously opens up some opportunities for our squad.
Yeah, so able to have a little bit of lead where there's some things you were able to work on a little bit in-game action in preparation for, Wadena on Tuesday as we look ahead?
Absolutely, yeah. No, always thinking ahead. But, it was nice to get a couple of those younger girls in as well. But, trying to work on our zone offense. We kind of struggled with it those first 3 games. And so, these last 2 games have been nice to work on a few things.
How's it feel to be able to get those 2 wins under the belt at home here this week?
Absolutely, yeah. Good way to finish the week, and excited, looking forward here. Yeah, we got Wadena and Walker here this next week, so 2 tough opponents, and excited to get back after it here over the weekend.
All right. Coach, thanks for your time once again, and congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Again, head coach Tucker Sheely of the Pine River-Backus Tigers. We'll take a quick break. Get more coming up here on yourliveevents.com.
Hanneken Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hanneken Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanneken Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanneken Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannekenInsurance.com. Let Hanneken Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate.
And it's 72-53 the final, and Hannah Backus, our big deal player of the game for this one, gets T-shirts with our fine sponsors on them, as well as a certificate to the Pizza Ranch in Baxter, Little Falls. Buffet her way, or receive a free large pizza. We also have our energy player of the game, which is brought to you by Enbridge. Energy player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you, the Enbridge Energy player of the game here. As I have my stat sheet behind me, I remember Emily Hanneken was our Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight. I believe she had like 5 steals already in the first half. She brought that energy on the defense. So Emily Hanneken, our energy player of the game. And we have one more thing to give away here on the post-game show, which is also the star of the game, brought to you by Pine River Family Markets. Winner receives a $20 gift card to Pine River Family Markets, who's your local grocery store where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6 for curbside pickup or delivery. Visit Pine River Family Markets delivers.com. And for our star of the game tonight, well, I might just give that one to Hannah Backus as well. Able to get it done from a long range, especially in the early going of this one. 4 threes in the first half, 1 in the second. And able to be perfect from the free throw line as well. I like to see those free throws completed. The Tigers perfect from the line in the second half, and Hannah was 5 of 5 in the half. She is our star of the game. Again, the Pine River-Backus Tigers now 2-3 on the season following the 72-53 victory. They'll be in Wadena on Tuesday, while Lake of the Woods falls to 0-4 on the season. And that's going to be it for us here on YourLiveEvent.com. I want to thank everyone for making sure we're all able to get all the sponsors on this. We'll be chatting with you on the Saturday Sports Wrap tomorrow about all that's been going on. Again, Pine River-Backus Tigers with back-to-back wins at home here on YourLiveEvent.com. Have a great rest of your nights, and we'll see you another time.